Welcome to Wisdom Tips, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this evening. I'm so glad that you stopped by to hear what we got to talk about on tonight here on Wisdom Tips. I am just so excited. It's been a beautiful day. It rained practically all day, and then it cleared up in Charlotte. I was so excited about that. So I was able to get out and get a little fresh air. And so I'm so glad to be back. I know it's been about last week I wasn't able to jump on, but here now. So thank you so much. And why don't you just click the notification button and tell a friend that we're on here on Wisdom Tips. On this afternoon, we're going to be talking about a very sensitive topic. So I want you to stay here, and if you feel uncomfortable, we're going to have something going across the screen that can calm you down so you won't have to worry about what's going on in your life, okay? So those that don't know you, I'm Dr. Connie Green. I'm here to drop pearls of true wisdom, giving you the tools that you need to live a victorious life. And in this episode, we're going to be exploring how we can have wisdom to break the silence of surviving domestic violence. And my mission on tonight is one of those topics that I deal with quite frequently. I help amazing women survivors overcome life disappointments and childhood trauma. My mission is to help these women find healing, hope, and victory. And so the core message on tonight that I wanted to talk about, actually, this is part 3. I've had a lot of people chiming in and calling and texting and telling me they would like to hear a little bit more about this topic on tonight. So I decided to do it. So this is part 3. So if you feel a little uncomfortable, you can step away. We understand a lot of times you go through stuff in life and you don't want to be remembered about things that have happened to you. But I'm here to probably try to give you a little healing and give you some encouragement, some hope, and some peace, that passes all understanding that God can give you and give me as well when we're going through something. So the core message on tonight, again, is domestic violence. It's never God's design for your life. Every woman deserves to live in safety, dignity, and freedom. So some people may not know what domestic violence is. So what is domestic violence? Domestic violence is physical abuse, emotional manipulation, psychological control, financial control, sexual abuse. Abuse is not just hidden, it is also controlling you and having the power, and the fear and power that sometimes that you will feel in that type of relationship. The cycle of abuse can be very devastating, can be very taxing on your body and your mind and your spirit. And sometimes you think maybe it's me, maybe it's not that person. And sometimes it makes you feel some kind of crazy because you feel like, well, maybe it's me that's causing all these conflicts, the reason he does that, or the reason he hit me, or the reason he screams, or the reason he say awful things to me. And so sometimes you may think that's you, and you have that tension to believe that sometimes it's you. But a lot of times it's not you. And especially when you get explosive abuses from that person, it could be physically, it could be just talking, saying bad things to you. You're fat, nobody wants you, and just bringing you down to the point that you just want to give up on life and you just stop taking care of yourself. So I would say on tonight, take care of yourself. First of all, I want you to take care of yourself physically and psychologically. Take care of yourself when it comes to eating proper foods and exercising and perhaps getting a rest every now and then. And just try to be the person that you used to be, where you were happy-go-lucky and you just love life. Get back to some of those days and times that you felt and you were part of. And so stop being yourself and don't let nobody bring you down and say all kind of stuff to you and you believe it, because it is not true, dear heart. God loves you. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. So when you're having a person that's abusive, a lot of times they have like a honeymoon phase where, they may say things to you, slap you across the head, other things, psychologically or mentally. They may say to you, then all of a sudden, the next day, the person is calmed down. Baby, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm sorry. I should have never did that. I love you. Let's start over. Let's do something. Let's go to the store. Let's go get some dinner or whatever. It's going to be all right. And so sometimes you believe that person is going to stop doing what he does or she does. But you may be in the honeymoon phase where they calm down. They apologize. The apologizing is not that they're going to change, but it's a cycle that's going to continue if you allow it to happen. I'm a CEO of a movement that I'm starting actually this year called Storm Breakers Movement. It's a place where women are gonna come that feel safe, and we're gonna help and build them up so they can live a victorious life. So maybe, after we get through with this broadcast on tonight, I can give you some further information, or I can just you can DM me, or I can DM you, and we can just talk about it in another way that I can help you if you're going through this situation. So the Stormbreakers declaration that I give out to some of the women that I'm working with, it says, I will no longer be defined by abuse. I will no longer be defined by fear or my past. I am a daughter of God. I choose healing over hiding, courage over fear, and victory over defeat. My story is being redeemed, and I will rise as a storm breaker. Dear hearts, that's you. You don't have to lay there and cry all night and be an unhappy person. You are special. God is here to take care of you. You survived what was meant to break you, but you survived. You just survived it. And this is not the end of your story. Through God's healing power, you can break the silence and reclaim your voice and walk in victory after the storm. Glory be to God. Your past doesn't define your future. You are a storm breaker. If you were someone just sitting over there and just doing nothing and don't care about anything, then I can see you just don't want to just sit there, but I can see the trouble that you feel sometimes where you don't want to do anything. And that's okay. But when you're experiencing rudeness and psychological damage on you, sometimes it can cause you to want to give up, and you don't feel like you're that soldier that you used to be. But I'm here to help you on tonight, to encourage you that God's got you. He's here. He will never leave you or forsake you. So if somebody's on here tonight, and perhaps I'm talking about you in a way because maybe you're going through what you're going through, there's some steps that you can do to call that can help you if you're in a dangerous situation. You can call 911, the local emergency services, and in the United States, you can contact the natural nationality domestic violence hotline. And then there's going to be some across the screen right now that we're going to share with you. There's some more information that you can take a look at and try to observe to see if you are one of those people that need that help that you need and get away from that danger. They'll be there to help you to do what you need to do to be safe. Okay. All right, dear hearts. We're getting ready to go to break right now with the commercial. When we come back, we're going to give you the wisdom tips of the day of things that you need to watch out for, the dangers of being with a partner that's hurting you and doing things to you, and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go. So just stick with me and call a friend. If you know a friend that needs some help and maybe perhaps need this talk, please share this broadcast with them. And right after the break, we will be right back and give you the wisdom tips of the day that may save your life. God bless you. I'll see you when we get back.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Love. It's more than a feeling, more than a moment that comes and goes. In Scripture, love is a choice, a commitment, a reflection of the very heart of God. 1 John 4:19 reminds us that we love because He first loved us. That's where it begins, with a God who moved toward us when we could do nothing for Him. Love looks like Jesus, stepping into our world, carrying our burdens, laying down His life so we could live. It's patient when impatience feels easier. It's kind when kindness costs us something. It rejoices in truth, endures through struggle, and holds fast when everything else falls apart. This is the love we're called to. Not shallow, not temporary, but sacrificial, steadfast, and real. A love that reveals a God who never lets go.
Glad that you were able to come back. On this evening, we're going to give you some wisdom tips for the day that may save your life. Hopefully you won't be in this predicament, but if you know someone, maybe you can give them these steps that we're going to get ready to talk about tonight that can help them. I know what you're feeling if you're that person. I lived in a drug-addicted home where my father beat my mother on a regular basis, and I had to go through those things as an older sibling to help take care of the children. And there's a lot of things that I've seen and that happened to me that caused me to have a lot of trauma. So I've been in that environment before, but God brought me out with a strong hand. And I'm excited about it because I am a survivor and you are a survivor. If you're here today, you're still a survivor. God is with you. And so God can turn things around for your good if you just step out and let God. Okay. So I want to talk about on the wisdom tips number 1, the risks of warning signs. Faith does not mean staying in danger. So just because you love someone, that doesn't mean that you stay in danger. You need to watch out for the high risk warnings. Tip number 2, if he has threatened to kill you, if your partner has threatened to kill you, whether it's a woman or man, that's a high risk warning sign that you need to take a look at and not just overlook it. Because sometimes what people say, that's what they're going to do. Okay. So tip number 2, if he or she threatens to kill you, that's a high risk warning sign. Tip number 3, he owns your assets of things, your home, your bank account. And even if he has an access, or if a woman has access to a gun, be very careful, because a lot of women that have gone through this over the years, it's no longer with us, stayed with a partner that had a gun. Tip number 4, he has choked or strangled you before. That's a trigger that if he did it once, he can do it again. Tip number, I think we're at number 5. When he says, if I can't have you, no one else will have you. Have you ever heard that before? Beware of the trigger. Tip number 6, if they are jealous, extremely jealous, don't want you to be around people, take you away from your family or your friends, the people that you love, don't want you to be around anybody. He just wants you to all to himself. She wants you all to herself. Or if they are controlling, constantly telling you what to do and what you can't do, who you are and who you're not, beware of the trigger. Tip number 7, stalking behavior. You get upset and you say, I'm getting ready to leave this relationship. I no longer want to be here. That's a danger trip. I mean, that's a dangerous way of saying, if you don't do it my way, we'll do it another way. So be careful when you hear those signs, because they may be doing exactly what they're wanting to do if you don't do what they ask you to do. Tip number 8, you are trying to leave or recently has left. You're in the danger zone. Get somewhere where it can be private, where people won't know where you're at. Sometimes you may even have to move out of town and do something different if you've been stalked and somebody's telling you that they're going to do something to you. Believe them. They probably will if they keep telling you that. Tip number 9, history of violence or arrest. If you have a partner that has a history of violence, has been arrested several times, that's a trigger. Tip number 10, if there are drug, alcohol, and abuse in the relationships, many times they will hurt you because maybe they're taking drugs or alcohol and they're not thinking properly. And you may get hurt in that situation as well. I believe when my father killed my mother, I remember he was in a alcoholic stupor when he killed her. And I believe because of that, if he hadn't drunk the alcohol and stuff, he probably wouldn't have done what he did. And so that's something to think about. Tip number 11, forced sex, doing things that you're not comfortable with. Beware, that's a trigger. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this, just a little bit that I want to talk about on tonight, because I want you to be free. I want you to be safe. I want you to love life to the fullest. Okay? And please let a friend know about these topics. And if you need to talk to me further, you can go to my Facebook page and DM me, or you can go to my website, drconniegreen.com. I have material there and books that can help you along the way. And in my closing, dear hearts, we're so glad that you joined in with us today. And I'm so excited to be here. Hopefully I can see you next week. Join us next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on social media and CTR Media Network and other platforms. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, we ain't got no time for tears or fears, because victory is coming our way. But we ain't got no time for tears or fears, because wisdom is the principal thing, and all that getting, get an understanding so you can live a victorious life. God bless you, dear hearts. I love you, and stay safe.